You got to leave the fantasy behind. You've got to pull the fantasy to the side and look at it for what it is in a tangible, realistic, real world perspective. And then you're working with something. Because when you begin to do that, you begin to open yourself up to the possibility that at any given time in your life, you could be entertaining such a person. That this method of operation is not bound to any particular way. He doesn't have a particular form that he can show up in. But you must know your level of ascension, your level of capability spiritually, to know that, okay, I'm fine-tuned in a way. I have proactively fine-tuned my vessel, my being, my consciousness, my spirit, to be able to align to any angel, any entity that wishes me well, that has come to assist me. I am aligned. I am activated in a way that I am aligned to receive all that has been sent for me by God in waking life. I've done the work that I need so that I get that. It can't miss me. I'm not disqualified from having that type of interaction. They must find me. Just like Mary. When she sat out of the tomb, she's sitting out there sending a signal, knowing that she's worthy of a response. Without a doubt. Not worrying about a demon or a fallen or this and that. They have rules regarding interaction. And they are all contingent upon how you are aligned. Take the fantasy out of it. It's not fantasy. In any spiritual system, in the world of spirituality in general, there's a form of fantasy intertwined with that. What do I mean by that? You've got to be able to create an environment that will facilitate that which you have faith in, believe. You've got to be able to create it. Fantasy, in a sense. It's creating an atmosphere surrounding that thing or that idea or that way or whatever it is that proves to the mind that you are aligned to it and that it is worthy of your attention, and your attention is what draws it to you, locks it in. Your attention gives it space in the subconscious realm of your mind. Feeling and attention. This is the fantasy component. But it's got to be real. It can't just stay fantasy. You've got to pull it from fantasy into reality. Flatten it down into the dense world of reality. Solidify it. Slow it down enough to be able to grab it. Pull it to you. Establish it in your life. That's what makes it real. And that is exactly what the angels are telling the apostles here. Don't get caught up in the fantasy. Pull it down. Anchor it. in the reality. Because just as you saw Jesus go into the cloud and you are bewildered by it, turn your attention from the bewilderment. The bewilderment will have you wide open for anything to come and impregnate itself within that. Turn your attention from the bewilderment to what is. And the fact that if he could calm down and commune amongst us at this time, then he can come again. And that aspect is what you need to lock in on. Because that aspect is the relevant aspect that allows you to look for him in the sea of people that you interact with on a daily basis. And in doing that, in order to access that relationship or that correspondence or communication, you've got to stay aligned to work to make yourself worthy of such, so that you don't miss it if it ever comes. Because if it could come this time, it can come again. He's saying that Jesus walks. He walks amongst you. What Jesus would tell the apostles is that don't worry about